Hello and welcome to the Coach and Profit Giveaway, where experts are sharing visibility marketing and business strategies for making six figures in your coaching business so that you can grow, leverage, and scale. I'm your host, Stephanie Treasure, marketing strategist and a business coach. And I am thrilled to be your host for this interview series with our valued sponsors who help to make this event possible. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with one of our sponsors, Malorie Tadimi, who is a business coach. And today, we're going to talk about what she does, as well as giving you a preview into her valued resource for this giveaway, which is the Perfect Caption Framework. So let me share a little bit more about her, and then we'll dive right in. So Malorie Tadimi helps ambitious female entrepreneurs and service providers to attract premium buyers, scale sustainable offers, and build wildly profitable brands that feel like the highest expressed version of themselves without burning out, overposting, or diluting their magic. Malorie's work is rooted in messaging that converts, content that creates instant authority, and business strategy that delivers results at every level, from 10K months to seven-figure years. Hello and welcome, Malorie.
Thank you for having me. Hello, everyone.
Very, very happy to have you here. So, kind of tell us about, to start anyway, what's going on in your business this year that you're excited about that we can all, look towards or look for coming up.
Okay, very cool. So, first things first, I'm very much an entrepreneur, which means I love starting and running businesses. So, if you all are following me on Instagram or TikTok, wherever, you probably already know this, but if not, I guess you'll know this now. I'm very much into starting new businesses, creating new offers, always like working towards the next thing. It's probably the type A in me. It makes me excited. So, what do we have going on? So, I have a messaging program called Millionaire She Wrote, which is launching soon. So, that's been really fun writing. I've been working on that. I just launched a social media management agency called Girls Media Group, which is really exciting. Super excited about that as well. You guys will be seeing that soon. This agency was launched out of my own pain point in not having the time to run my social media. And I figured if I had this pain point, other people like me probably have this too. So that's fun. We are scripting the social media content for our clients. We're helping them do 3 reels a day. Those will also be TikToks. We're helping them come up with the whole premise of their brand, like their niche, why people should be on their pages, etc. So that's really fun. I have a cosmetics line that I'm working on, which is really fun too. Imperfect Woman. A lot of you guys know about that already. So working on that. What else? And then a couple other businesses, an app business, and then another sports business. So yeah, I stay busy.
Very, very, very exciting and
Yeah.
definitely, multi-passionate entrepreneur
Yeah.
from what I can tell. And I'll give you a chance to share where we can follow you on
Yeah.
TikTok and Instagram, because it looks like they all have the inside scoop. So I'll
Yeah.
make sure that
Yeah.
we let folks know where they can follow you later. So, that's actually a perfect segue though into my next question, because in this event, we're going to have entrepreneurs, coaches, and consultants wearing a myriad of hats and doing a myriad of things. And, they're juggling various responsibilities as well as they want to,
Yeah.
they want to stay possible, they want to grow, they want to learn, they want to do all the things. So, what's one valuable lesson that you can share with us that you believe all coaches, entrepreneurs, business owners that are joining us for the event should know?
One thing that they're joining. So figure out your goal, right? Because with all this stuff that I do, with every move that I make, I have to figure out why I'm making the move and what move to make, but it's all going to lead back to the goal. So, for example, with launching the social media agency, I had a goal of growing my celebrity and growing my following because I want to use that to grow other brands that I have. And that became very important for me this year, especially as I move into launching a cosmetics brand. So for me, it was like, okay, I need to buckle down on growing followers, growing celebrity. What does that mean for me? That means Instagram and that means TikTok. So I'm going to have to do both and I'm going to have to really focus on that. Okay, so how can I focus on that? Well, I think I need some help because I'm busy running my coaching business, which is a multi-million dollar coaching business. So it's like I can't do everything, right? So for me, it's about having my programs. Oh, another thing I forgot to tell you all is we have some AI stuff coming in soon to all of my programs. So the programs that I'm writing this year, it's fully integrated with Malorie AI. So it's like as you go through the program, so for example, Millionaire She Wrote, there's an AI component. So if you want just to be in the program, that's fine. Do what I tell you to do, and you're going to make millions of dollars. But if you want to make it faster and you want to use the AI component to Millionaire She Wrote, then you can plug into that because I've already programmed the AI for that program. So as people move through my different programs that I'm launching this year, there's AI components that they can opt into. So they can opt into Malorie AI, which they'll have access to for a year, and that comes with all the programs. So like if you're in Malorie AI, you get all the programs I have and all the bots with it. But if you're just in the program, that's fine too. You don't have to buy Malorie AI. You can just take the program like you used to before AI existed, and that's totally cool too. So that's like a whole nother thing I didn't tell you about. But
Amazing.
it's part of moving with this industry because this industry, the coaching space, which I've been in since 2015, it's moving and it's moving fast, and AI is one of those things that you want to get figured out now or you're I don't want to be like doom and gloom. You're not going to go down, but it's just you're not going to be as relevant if you haven't started figuring this stuff out. So for me, that's also been a goal as well on like the coaching business side, getting the AI situation handled so I'm not behind, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I love that advice and lesson to those listening. And there it's I love how intentional you're being in terms of, your main advice or chief advice is know what your goal is and how it
Yeah.
contributes to, all that you're doing, and how intentional you were in saying that, you're following and you're developing a celebrity-like status, not for the heck of, oh, I want to go
Yeah.
viral, oh, I want to be popular, but because you know what you're building out, say for instance, like as you
Hmm.
said with the
Yeah.
cosmetics
The
company,
cosmetics. Yeah.
being an influencer, having a big
Yeah.
following will help with the growth of that and help with the prominence of that business. So
Yep.
that's a caution to those who are, trying to get all these followers just for the heck of it, because small audiences
Yeah.
can work.
Oh,
But if you're
absolutely.
if you're building
Absolutely. Yeah.
a big audience, then there has to be a reason behind it, and then you have to be intentional about it.
Yeah.
So great advice.
Big
So
audience doesn't mean sales. Like that's like the other thing to know too. It's just, you want to have the right people in your audience and that's
yeah,
important.
yeah, awesome. So growing and scaling to six figures, right? That's where I know you help your clients. You help to achieve six figures, monthly six figures, and seven figures. But for the context of this event, the coaches that are joining us are looking to grow their business to six figures, achieve that milestone, and maintain it, which can be daunting, right? So, what is one strategy or mindset shift that has supported you to grow your business to your first six figures, that has helped you to keep pushing forward to scale past that to where you are now, seven figures and growing?
So this might be counterintuitive, but I want to give you permission to grow to seven figures and not six figures, actually. Because if you think about growing to seven and you plan on growing to seven and you work everything around growing to seven, you will move past your six very fast. Because to get to six figures, you still really need some type of scalability because you're probably going to stall out, like you're going to hit six figures. You might do like 100 or 200 in the coaching space. Consulting is different, and I've done that too easily. But in the coaching space, you're really going to burn yourself out around like once you get to like 150, 200K, it becomes a lot harder. So you need offers that are scalable, and you need a marketing mechanism that is scalable to even blast, in my experience, beyond 200, 300, 400, 500. It's kind of like you can do like the basic manual stuff to get to like $100,000 total. And I'm not talking about per month. I'm talking about total, right? Like let's just say like whatever, 10K months. Like you can do the manual things to get to 10K months. But once you start moving a little bit beyond that, because when you say six figures, it's like, well, what is six figures? Because
Mm,
100 is six figures, and that's going to look way different than 500. Does that make sense?
yeah.
So it's like, if you give yourself permission to say, I'm building a seven-figure business and not a six-figure business, I think you'll find the decisions you make will be different, because I don't think a lot of people think about the things you need to do in low six versus high six. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So like
absolutely.
once you want to transition into mid six, you really you're in scalable zone right now. So what does that mean? That probably means like products like Millionaire She Wrote, like pre-recorded programs. Maybe you have something that has like a weekly call attached to it, like some kind of group program, but it's really hard if you're just doing one-on-one unless you're doing like a service. So maybe you're doing like a one-on-one consult and then your team takes over. That is still scalable. But if it's like just you doing one-on-one coaching, you eventually hit a ceiling because there's only so many one-on-one clients you can have. And when you fill your entire week with one-on-one clients, then you don't have time to do the marketing. So then your pipeline runs dry. So when those one-on-one clients churn, which some of them eventually will, no one keeps 100% of their one-on-one clients forever. It's just natural, right? So like you want to have this stuff like getting sorted out before it needs to be sorted out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely aim for the sky, as they say, even though you really just want to land, like among the clouds, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah. So if you could tell us then, right? Because we want to kind of bring this back now to what you're offering here for the giveaway that's
yeah.
going to help those who are joining. So what you've brought to us today is the perfect caption framework.
Mhm.
And I'd like for you to kind of give us a peek under the hood about what this is and how this can benefit those that are joining this event.
Yeah. Can I share my screen for a second? Does it let me?
Let me see.
Yeah,
Good,
just
good
do the
question.
permission and I can, I don't know, I'm a visual person. I'll just show you.
Yeah, that is just fine. I'm trying to screen options. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, cool. All right. Can you see my screen?
I can.
Awesome. So whenever Stephanie gives you guys the link, it's going to go here, the PCF secret link. And what you're going to see is this, and obviously a form you can fill out. But here's what I want to show you. So the perfect caption framework is really about giving you a framework to follow every single time you're creating a post that is specifically being created to generate revenue to sell. So there's different types of posts and captions in your reels and your carousels, right? Captions being the thing that's under the visual component. So if it's a visual, like if it's a video, then you see the caption under the video in the reel. If it's a carousel, then you see the caption under the carousel, just using Instagram as an example. So in the framework, I give you a document that I created for you. It's blurry because I have to like zoom in so much,
Yeah,
but you'll see like it's the steps over here, and then I outline exactly what you need to be doing in each step. So you'll see, think of it as like different like phases or like checks that you need to be hitting in each
yes,
post that you're creating, where the post is geared towards generating revenue and it has the CTA. Now, with messaging, you will be doing some posts like reels or carousels is what I mean by posts that aren't specifically geared towards making money. But I really like this caption framework for the ones that are geared towards making money because it bakes in the CTA and it gives them all the reasons why they need to click on the CTA or do whatever they need to do. Well, if it's on Instagram, it's probably going to be like comment, whatever, right? But it leads them down the path to
Yeah.
desperately want to comment that word or DM you that word to get the offer that you have. So this perfect caption framework is literally the perfect caption framework for making money. So think of it that way. So when you grab it, how I want you guys to look at this is go through it as in like, I really want to start creating captions that make money. Nothing is wrong with creating a caption that doesn't make money because that can be brand building. That's great. But this specific framework you're going to want to follow if you're tying an offer to it in some way.
Awesome. And this is great, folks, because what I like with framework type of this templatized thing is that you can really plug and play. You put, make sure that you have, you're clear on your own niche, your own, your business, what you're looking to offer, and then you kind of plug in the values based on the step by step that Mallory has shared here. So this is amazing. And the value of this, as she says here, it would normally sell for $555. So it's free for everybody in the Coach and Profit giveaway. So once you go to the page, log on first if you haven't already to coachandprofitgiveaway.com. Once you get in, you're going to see the sponsors at the top. That's where, among those 5 sponsors, you're going to find Mallory's entry, and then you'll find her the information about the perfect caption framework. Just click that button and it will take you here, and make sure you get it. Now, one other thing I want to make sure that everybody is aware of is that, let me just stop share for a minute. Oh, okay, sorry. One thing I want for them to be aware of is that some of the experts that are joining us for this giveaway, they're raffling paid experiences or paid programs that you can also get access to. So Mallory has done that. She's giving you even more value.
I've given you 2 paid programs, actually.
Right?
Sorry, guys.
Both are worth, both sell for $555. Yeah. So tell us about the raffle item, what is in it, and how many people are going to be able to win this raffle item.
Yeah, so for the raffle item, if you need help figuring out your niche and messaging, you're going to want the course. It really helps you narrow down what the F you're talking about and to who. I know people are telling you that you don't need a niche, you can just be everything. But unless you have a giant following, which you probably don't, if I had to take a guess, people will literally get confused because they don't know what you are an authority in. This is an authority play, right? Because where we are in the coaching industry right now, everyone is claiming to be an authority, as I'm sure you've seen. So what has happened, and I've been in this industry since 2015. I'm like one of the OGs over here. So I've just been like playing along and watching as everything goes. There was this explosion of coaches in 2020 because everyone decided they're a coach because they want to work from home. So what happened is a bunch of people bought from them and then they didn't get results and they were like, WTF,
Yeah.
right? So now we're like post that era and the pendulum has swung again where people are very cautious about what they're purchasing, who they're following. There's more discernment, if I could describe it. So what you're going to find inside of the niche and messaging program is really helping you figure out what you are actually an authority in. As you can see, I'm a fan of doing many different things. I'm an entrepreneur, which means I want to start and grow businesses. That's really exciting for me. But look at how I had to frame my brand around being an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
So I'm teaching you all messaging. I'm teaching you all funnels. I'm teaching you all ads because these are all the things that I use to be a successful entrepreneur. And that's what I do inside of my business coaching brand, right? So it has to make sense. The storyline has to make sense. You can't just be over here for this thing, over here for this thing, over here for this thing. So it's really about helping you figure out your niche and messaging around your niche, making the storyline make sense so you're seen as an authority in your space and you can overcome all of these coaches, these, I don't know, wannabe coaches that left a bad taste in everyone's mouth that weren't actually authorities in what they do. So you're going to learn how to really tap into that authority, which is really important in this day and age. And if you're like, oh my God, I'm not an authority, now you have me all triggered. Like, don't worry, I have tons of clients who feel that way. And I even felt that way. Although I had an MBA, I literally didn't think I was an authority, which is funny, but
Mhm.
that's what we do to ourselves, right? So if you feel like you're not an authority, I just encourage you to go boost your education so you feel like you're an authority. Like, what else do you need?
Yeah,
Go.
yeah, yeah. So the niche, how to find your niche in messaging.
Yeah.
Once you opt in for the perfect caption framework, you're automatically entered to have an opportunity to win one of 20 spots in the to one of 20 people who will get access to the how to find your niche in messaging program.
Yep.
So as we wrap up, if you could just share one big mistake that you find people make as it relates to how they're captioning their posts, kind of coming back to why you created the perfect caption framework.
I think it's that they don't understand the premise of their page. So, like, let's just use your Instagram page for an example. Like, what is the premise of your page? Why are people following you? Like, they need to be following you on your daily adventures of whatever you're doing. If it's about me, it's about entrepreneurship, starting businesses, living in Miami, being a mom of three. Like, you know why you're going to be following me. You want to see my ventures in entrepreneurship, right? And you want to learn what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, because you want to do the same thing as me. So you want to be conscious of your premise for your page or your account, your Instagram page, your TikTok, however you want to say it. You want to be conscious of the premise and build your content around your premise, not around like being a professor and like sitting there teaching something,
Hmm.
right? You want to
Yeah.
like bring people with you into the story, into the journey. And I think a lot of people skip over that and they just want to be a professor and sell their offers.
Great, great advice. So, tell us where we can follow you on Instagram and TikTok. And then
Yeah.
also, I want to remind folks that once you opt in for the perfect caption framework, you're going to be in Malorie's world, and she'll be informing you and updating you via email of all that's going on, all that's available to you. Where you can follow her, what you can take advantage of, what programs are launching. But just so folks can kind of really quickly kind of scope you out now after they've met you, where can they find you on TikTok and Instagram?
Yeah, come on over. Say hi. Send me a message. It's Malorie Tadimi, Malorie Tadimi. My website is Malorie.com. Yes, I own my first name. Malorie.com. Yeah, so if you just type in Malorie, you're probably gonna find me. Yeah. It's
Awesome, awesome.
Malorie. It's spelled differently. My parents didn't realize what a pain in the butt that would be, but hey, it worked for me now.
Awesome, awesome. All right. Thank you so, so, so much for being a
Thank you.
sponsor again for the Coaching Profit Giveaway and joining us for this interview, folks. Again, go to the coachingprofitgiveaway.com website. Once you log in and you get into the main gifts page, just look among the 5 posts at the top. There you'll find Mallory's gift. Make sure to click the button, opt in, get access to the framework, use the framework, and then listen out in the week following the giveaway for an announcement to see who or if you are one of the lucky winners of the raffle item. All right. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.
Thanks.